This is how you can use deep breathing to change your life. And we're just going to go straight into it with no fluff. Section 1, understanding deep breathing. Now, you may have heard Wim Hof talk about like breathing exercises that you can do like a few times a day to really like pump you up, or like you can do them before you do your work to pump you up. Now, those are great. Those are really, really good to do. But what if I just opened up your mind to something even better? Something uncomprehendibly better. Imagine you did those breathing exercises, but instead of just doing them 4 or 5 times a day, you basically just did them constantly. Now let me explain. Imagine if you like breathed deeply, constantly, all throughout the day. Imagine it was in your muscle memory, just to breathe deeply, all throughout the day, constantly. Imagine how much more productive you'd be, because like, you know when you do the like breath work exercises, how good you feel after them. Imagine you felt like that constantly during your day. How much more productive would you be? How much more progress would you make? How much more work would you do if you felt like that constantly? It's incomprehensible, really. And this is becoming more and more popular in the self-improvement community, especially from Hamza, who's been preaching it a lot. Just simply breathing more deeply throughout the day, constantly. And personally, I've been doing this a month and a half or so now, and it is massive. It really, really works, trust me on this. It works. It makes you so much more present, so much more focused, so much more productive. It is 100% worth it to get into this habit, because it just skyrockets your progress like that, and it is so easy to do. Now, I'm going to go into some tips about how you can lock in this habit at the end of this video, but right now, we're going to go into section 2, which is the benefits of deep breathing. I'm going to prove to you scientifically that this is better for you, and this actually scientifically helps. It's not just like, I've started breathing deeply and oh yeah, I feel like I'm being a bit more productive. No. This is science that shows this. The first benefit is that it increases your oxygen intake. Now, when you breathe deeply, you're actually taking less air than if you were like panting. Like, you know when you're running and like you're breathing like that, yeah? You're taking in a lot of air there, a lot more than if you were breathing deeply. Breathing deeply, you actually take in very, very little air. But you hold the air in your lungs for a lot longer, and that allows your lungs to absorb the oxygen out of the air a lot more. Essentially, you're more efficient with the air that you breathe in, and you actually get more oxygen from breathing deeply. So no matter what your occupation is or what you're focusing on right now, it's going to help you, because it's going to boost your brain performance, and it's going to boost your athletic performance. The second benefit is that it makes you more relaxed. It scientifically lowers your heart rate and your blood pressure. And that is a very, very good benefit, and I'll explain why now. And it's because being relaxed is so much healthier, it's so much better for you than being anxious and being on edge all the time. Because when you're feeling anxious and worried, your fight or flight response is actually present. It's not like kicking in or anything, but it's there, it's present. And having that constantly is actually really, really, really unhealthy for you. Because when you've got your like fight or flight response present all the time, you can never relax. And if you never relax, then you're always going to be tense. You're always going to be worried. Your brain isn't going to be performing as well as it could be if you were relaxed. And your muscles aren't going to like heal and like repair themselves as well as if you were relaxed. You're going to get loads of really bad thoughts in your brain too. Your mind's going to be cluttered so badly if you're anxious and worried all the time. And deep breathing actually helps negate these effects of anxiousness and worriness. And this allows you to relax, making it easier to think straight. The third benefit is that it makes you more present. And this is actually a really, really helpful one if you want to be more productive. Because having 0 thoughts in your head whatsoever is such a great experience. It's so good for your productivity. Having no thoughts, no mind wandering or no daydreaming whatsoever is so good for your productivity. It's such a wonderful experience because you're just hyper focused on the task that you're doing. And deep breathing again contributes to this mind presentness. Again, it makes you more productive. It makes your brain function better. And the fourth benefit is, and this is a really, really good one, it benefits your mental health. And mental health is so vital. You hear it all the time, and it's because it's true. Your mental health is vital. It's probably the most important thing, because having a good mental health, not only will you feel good, not only will you be happy all the time, you're going to be more motivated, you're going to be more driven. You're going to achieve more because you're going to feel more motivated to do things when you've got good mental health compared to if you had bad mental health. So not only will you feel better having good mental health, you'll also achieve your goals easier. You'll achieve better goals if you have good mental health. And deep breathing contributes to this too. So now you see, deep breathing has so many good benefits. There's so many reasons to do deep breathing. And now we'll go into the tips that I mentioned before on how you can lock in this habit to do it. Now, when you do start to try and deep breathe constantly throughout the day, you'll realize how hard it is to be consistent with it. Because let's say you'll remember to deep breathe, yeah, and then for maybe a minute you'll do it before your mind gets moved on to something else and you'll forget to carry on deep breathing, and that is okay. You have to accept that at the beginning you're not going to be able to do the deep breathing constantly throughout the day because it's not in your muscle memory to do it. But the key to it is to have a reminder. Have a reminder on your wall, or maybe your PC wallpaper, or maybe your phone wallpaper. Have a reminder to deep breathe, because having this reminder, it'll lock it into your head. It'll lock it into your muscle memory, and once it's in your muscle memory, it's just like that. So easy. You don't even have to think about deep breathing anymore. I sort of experienced this myself. I'm not at the point yet where I'm constantly deep breathing, but it's definitely there. I'm definitely deep breathing at least a third of the time. And another tip is to consciously think about it. When you're deep breathing, think in your head and ingrain it into your mind that you are deep breathing, because the more you think about it and the more you get reminded by your reminders, then the easier it is going to become, and the more you'll get reminded to deep breathe, and the longer you'll deep breathe for when you get reminded. I hope this video helps you to start deep breathing now that you see the benefits of it, and now that you've got some advice on how you can start deep breathing. If this video did help you, I'm going to ask you to like, I'm going to ask you to subscribe, I'm going to ask you to comment on the video, and yeah, goodbye.